Video on the
हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम गणानां त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनाम् उपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनः शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनं श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती दीनामविद्यवधो वाग्देव्यै नमः। श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। ॐ गुरवे सर्वलोकानां विषये भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। गुरुब्रह्मा गुरुविष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम् अपारकरुणासिन्धुं ज्ञानदं शान्तरूपिणं श्रीचन्द्रशेखरगुरुं प्रणमामि मुदान्वहम्। भिक्षुकोदण्डपुष्पेषु वासाङ्कुशलसत्कराम् उद्यत्सूर्यनिभां वन्दे श्रीमत्त्रिपुरसुन्दरीं विश्वकारणनेत्राढ्यां श्रीमत्त्रिपुरसुन्दरीं बन्धकासुरसंहर्त्रीं कामाक्षीं तामहं भजे। स्वर्णाङ्गीं रत्नभूषाढ्यां शुकहस्तां शुचिस्मितां काञ्चीनिवासिनीं वन्दे कामाक्षीं कामितार्थदाम्। So we'll continue from. Are there volunteers to read Saundara Lahari today?
Yes, I can read.
Padi. Go ahead. Is it Danu from Ledan can Mandiki?
धनुपौष्पौर्मयी मधुकरमयी पंचविशिकाः वसन्तः सामन्तो मलयमरुधायो धनरतः तथाप्येकः सर्वं हिमगिरिसुते कामपि कृपाम् अपाङ्गात् ते लब्ध्वा जगदितमनङ्गो विजयते। गणत्काञ्चीधामा करिकलभकुम्भस्तननथा परीक्षीणा मध्ये परिणतः शरच्चन्द्रवदना धनुर्बाणान् पाशं सृणिमपि दधाना करतलैः पुरस्तादास्तां नः पुरमतितुराहो पुरुषिका सुधा सिन्धोर्मध्ये सुरविटपि वाटिः परिवृते मणिद्वीपे नीपो पवनवति चिन्तामणिगृहे शिवाकारे मञ्जे परमशिवपर्यङ्कनिलयां भजन्ति त्वां धन्याः कतिचन चिदानन्दलहरीम्.
The second line there. Manidvipe Nipopavanavati Nipon Padikaki Nipopavanavati Nipopavanavati Nipa Upavanavati Abdinaka Nipamna, there's some kind of mixed colors flowers. Nipa Upavanamna Abanamna card. காடுங்கிறது அன்னைக்கு யாரோ அழகா எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணு. காடுன்னு என்னன்னாக்க uncultured growth without anybody tending to the place, and all kinds of weeds, all kinds of plants, trees, all of them grow in a mixed way, and therefore it is untended, uncultured and unattended. அந்த மாதிரி இருக்கக்கூடியது வனம். உபவனம்னாக்க something which is tended to by humans, something which is nice to look at. அப்படி இருக்கிறது உபவனம். நீப உபவன பவதி. அந்த மாதிரி இருக்கக்கூடிய gardens. So very nice gardens which are surrounding her place of the Chintamani The place is surrounded by all those kinds. Sudha Sindor Madhye, Suravitapi Vadi Parivade, Panidvipe, Nipovanavati, Chintamani Grihe. So this is a description of the Chintamani Griham that Ambar is Ambar's place of abode. And the small correction. Nipo.
Okay.
Okay.
महिमूलाधारे कमपि मणिपूरे हुतवहं स्थितं स्वादिष्टाने हृदि मरुतमाकाशमुपरि मनोऽपि भ्रूमध्ये सकलमपि भित्त्वा कुलपथं सहस्रारे पद्मे सह रहसि पत्या विहरसे.
Does anybody else want to read it? Or வேற யாரா படிக்கிறீங்களா?
நான் படிக்கட்டுமா?
சுகன்யா படிங்க.
सुताधारासारैः चरणयुगलान्तर्विगलितैः प्रपञ्चं सिञ्चन्ति पुनरपि रसाम्नाय महसः अवाप्य स्वां भूमिं भुजगणिपमत्युष्टवलयं स्वमात्मानं कृत्वा स्वपिशिकुलकुण्टे कुहरिणी
once it is together with the Parameshwara, once again the cycle is repeated every obvious Bhujaganipam Adjishtavalayam Swam Atmanam Kripa. It takes back its original shape. Swam Atmanam Kripa Swabashi Kulakunte. Once it finishes the cycle, it comes. The breathing cycle is explained there.
चतुर्भिः श्रीकण्ठैः शिवयुवतिभिः पञ्चभिरपि प्रभिन्नाभिः शम्भोः नवभिरपि मूलप्रकृतिभिः चतुश्चत्वारिंशद् वसुदलकलाश्रत्रिवलय त्रिरेकाभिः सार्धं तव चरणकोणाः परिणताः.
Nobody else?
I will do, Mama. Swadiyam saundaryam tuhinagiri kanye tulayitum kavindra kalpante katamapi virinchi prabhutayaha yada lokau supyat amaralanana yanti manasa tapobirdushprapan api girisha sayujya padavim naram varshi
Girisha Sayujya Padavim
Naram Varshe Yasam Nayana Virasam Narma Sujadam Tavapangaloke Patitavan Manudavanti Shatasaha Galadveni Bandaha Kuchakalasha Vistrasta Sichayaha Hatastrutyat Kancho Vigalita Yuga Dukula Yuvatayaha.
Dukula Yuvatayaha. Okay. So I think how many of you are still following the Soundarya after we went through that for 2 years? It's all right. We will take the Kamakshi Vilasam. Some updates on Kamakshi Vilasam. So in the book, with thanks to Lakshmi Krishnan and Janaki, the books have been ordered. The books have been sent to Chennai, and somebody is bringing them. I think in another 15 days or close to a month's time. Once it comes, I'll make PDF copies and I will circulate it here. So it is, from what I hear, it is both in Sanskrit and in Tamil. So for those of you who are not able to follow the Sanskrit, you can follow it in Tamil. Okay. Now, like I was telling in the last class, the real story of Sri Kamakshi starts only in the 9th chapter. 9, 10, 11, 12 அதுக்கு முன்னாடி இருக்கிற சாப்டர்ஸ் எல்லாம் the descriptions of Kanchipuram, the description why it got its name, and then what are the kshetrams there, and so on and so forth. So we will, as much as possible, we will rush through the first 7 or 8 chapters. And when we did Lalita Bhagyana, we did average about 30 slokas per day. Today here we will go a little bit faster, so that by the time the 9th chapter comes, we can go a little bit slower at that time. So last week we where did we leave it? प्रागुक्तं कामराजाख्यं काञ्चीक्षेत्रैः वर्तते काञ्चीक्षेत्रप्रमाणन्तु प्रोच्यते भूपते ददा அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு he start describing the Kanchi Kshetram. Where is this Kanchi Kshetram? Where all the what are the important places surrounding the Kanchi Kshetram? Why it got the name Kanchi, and why what are the temples there? அப்படிங்கெல்லாம் சொல்லக்கூடியது. அதில் some stories related to some of those places, they are being told in this first chapter. So we already described that Kanchi Kshetram is
இந்த 16th ஸ்லோகம் இல்லையா மாமா? லாஸ்ட் டைம் we stopped at 16th ஸ்லோகத்துல ஸ்டாப் பண்ணாங்க.
Yeah. So we said the keeping Kanchi at the center, the slokas, the bunch of slokas describe the surrounding places starting from the southeast of Kanchipuram. The way it is being described is we have in temples we have something called the prakaram. Prakaram means the outer corridors circle around the main kshetram. So those are the prakaram. So in some big temples we have inner, outer, then further outer, up to 7 or 8 prakarams they have. Smaller temples have maybe 1, or slightly bigger temples have 2 prakarams. So we will, in this way, this particular thing, set of sloka, is arranged in a way that describes, they could take Kanchipuram as the center, and they describe three circles, or three circles around Kanchipuram. The outermost circle starts with Purva Sindhu on the southeast. So I think we did only the Purva Sindhu, which is the place where Brahma came, when Saraswati came, and then she blessed the Purva Sindhu as a place where everybody can take bath at any time and they will be rid of their past sins. She blessed that place, that is the Purva Sindhu, or the Bay of Bengal, which is on the southeast of Kanchipuram. I think that's where we stop, right? Sarvadava Satkadapi Nanad Vishnupadam Labet Yevam Varena Samyukto Tat Abhavat Sagaro Nrupe. That is where we stop. Today we will continue with the Dakshina Pinakini, or the river Dakshina Pinakini. What is it about? Everything. So as you start proceeding in a southwest direction from the Purva Sindhu, the Bay of Bengal, there comes a place. Naidurutyam tasya jaladehe sapadasrutuyojane dakshinakya sarichetra vinakinyatra vartate sa nadi sarvapapagni shivakarmuka sannibha purahara prasadena mrugu daithyar guru mahan vinakam sandadho haste bhogatam harikarmukam तद्धरण मात्रेण तावत् भूमिः सरिद्भवो ततो दृष्ट्वा जलाढ्यां तां नदीं सिन्धुप्रगामिनीं पिनाकिनीति तामुत्वा भृगुस्तस्यै वरं ददौ. So what happens is, on the southwest of, as you proceed southwest from the Purva Sindhu, at a distance of about 6.25 Sapada Rutuyojane. There are 6 Rutus in a year. So you have to take it as 6. Then Sapada, 1/4. So 6 plus quarter, 6.25 yojanas are roughly about 60 miles. 60 miles southwest of the Purva Sindhu. As you proceed, Dakshinakya Charithreshta Pinakinyatra Vartate. So there is a Dakshina Pinakini, Dakshinakya. So the Pinakini, the river Dakshina Pinakini runs there. Why is it called Pinakini? So that Pinakini is a very sacred river according to the book Sanadi Sarva Papagni. So why it is called Dakshina Pinakini? The shape of the river, the way the river flows, it is something like the Shiva Dhanush, Shiva Kama, the Shiva Karmuka Sannibha. So how did it happen like that? Once upon a time, Pura Haraprasadena Bhrigu Daitya Guru Mahan, the Bhrigu Maharishi, as he was proceeding along that in that place, he found Pinakam Sandado Haste Bhogatam Hara Karmukam. So he saw the Shiva Dhanush on the ground, and what did he do? Out of curiosity, Tadharana Matrene Tavat Bhumi Sarid Bhavav. He lifted that Shiva Karmukam or the Dhanush, and then as he lifted the Shiva Dhanush, he saw there was and as soon as he lifted the Shiva Dhanush, a river was formed there, and the copious water flow was there from below the Shiva Dhanush. Tavat bhumi sarid babhau. Tato drishtva jaladyantam Nadim Sindhu Pragamanim. So having the river having formed Sindhu Pragamanim, it was flowing towards the Purva Sindhu ocean. So Sindhu Pragamanim, that river was flowing towards the Purva Sindhu ocean. So because it was in the shape of the Dhanush, Pinakini Kampa Bhugu Tashe Varam Dadau. So he was very happy that he was able to lift the Dhanush and was also discover the river under that. So he gave it a blessing. He blessed that river, and then he blessed it in, what did he say? Pinakini Nadi Toye Yojana Snanamachare Vimukta Sarva Papebhyo Vishnu Lokam Sagachatu. So he said that if you take bath in the river, you will be rid of all your sins and you will reach Vishnu Lokam. In this way, he blessed the river. Ityayam Varasi Yukta Sanadi Tatra Vartate. So this is the description of the river Dakshina Pinakini, which is located on the outer circle of the Kanchipuram. And so the outer circle, by the time we finish describing the outer circle, you will notice that the total circumference that is being described is roughly 270 to 300 miles. So we have started from the Purva Sindhu now, and from the Purva Sindhu, we are proceeding southwest, and we have proceeded a direct distance of roughly 65 to 70 miles. So the Sityayam Varasayim. So that is the description of the river Dakshina Pinakini. So Ityayam Varasayukta Sanadi Tatra Vartate. After Dakshina Pinakini, we proceed further in the clockwise direction. Now from the southwest, we proceed to the northwest. Vayubhya Digbhage. So Tashyat Maruta Digbhage Sapta Yojana Matrataha शिलाहृदो महापुण्यश्च अमृतत्व प्रदायक है पुरा वातात्मजो वीर सुधा संजीवनौषधम् आदाय सज्जलेशाल्य ददौसां लक्ष्मणाय च हनुमान तत्सन्तं दृष्ट्वा तत्तीर्थाय परं ददौ शिलाहृदे तु स्थानास्य सिद्धो दीर्घजीवना देवत्वं हितो भूत्वा शान्ते विष्णुपदं व्रजेत् एवं वरेण संयुक्तो वर्तते स शिलाहृदः. So the description is, as you proceed another 70 miles clockwise direction in the northwest direction, so you will come to a lake. That lake is called Shilahridam, Shilahrida lake, and it is a very sacred lake. And the story is that as in the battle or war Ramayana between Rama and Ravana, the story is that Lakshmana was hit by Indrajit, and he swooned and fell on the battleground, and so he had to be revived, and Hanuman had to go and get the Sanjeeva Parvatam from India. And so he came. And as he brought the Sanjeeva Parvatam, what did he do? Pura Vatadvajo Veera Sudha Sanjeevan Aushadam Adhaya Tadjaleshali. As he took the mountain, he started going towards Sri Lanka. He saw this lake, Shilahrada Lake, and he rested there for some time and washed the plants, the Sanjeevani, the plants in this lake. Adaya Sajalishalya Dadautam Lakshmanaya. After that, he took the mountain, the plants to Lakshmana and gave it to him, and he was cured. Hanumanat Samdrishpa Tat Tirthaya Varam Dadau. So Hanuman was very happy, and he perhaps assumed that the benefit, the plants had those power because they were washed in the waters of the Shilahridam. Accordingly, he blessed the waters and said, Shilahridetu yasthanasya siddho dirgha jivana. So they will obtain long life and they'll be rid of all their diseases and have not only will they get long life, Devatva Mahito Bhutva Chante Vishnu Padam Rajet. So they will obtain Amartatvam and they will obtain Vishnu Padam. In this way, Sri Hanuman blessed that lake, and so Evam Varena Sanyukto Vartate Sa Shilahrida. This is the story of the Shilahrida lake. So now we have started from Purva Sindhu. We came from the southwest direction, and then we reached the northwest direction. Now we have to proceed to the northeast direction. So we proceed to the north direction. And what do we see there? Aishanyam tasta tirtasya vasuyojana matrataha. Vasu means Ashtavasukal. Therefore, it should be 8 times 10, 80 miles. Vasuyojana. So 80 miles on the northeast direction from the place where Shila, the lake is there. Aishanyam tasta tirtasya vasuyojana matrataha. Swami Pushkarini Punya Sakshat Viraja Nadi. So there is this on that place, there is the Viraja Nadi, and then there is the Swami Pushkarini also, the Swami Pushkarini, which is in Tirupati, that is being described here. So Swami Pushkarini Punya Sakshat Viraja Nadi. It came out of Viraja River. What is Viraja River? Pura Narayana Sriman Parinetum to Padmajam Shishai Sardam Siddhavesha Sitva Sesha Chalopari Pratakven Sashyanam Pratak Tirtamakarayate. So the story of Swami Pushkarini is Sriman Narayana. He decided to get married to Mahalakshmi Padmaja. Padmaja means the lady was born in the lotus flower. So Padmaja. So what do they say? Pura Narayana Sriman Parinetam to Padmajam. What did he do? Sishya Sardam Siddhavesha. So he obtained the disguise of the Siddha, and then he came down to earth along with his disciples. So Sishya Sardam Siddhavesha Stitva Sesha Chalopari. He arrived in the Seshachalam and he camped there. Seshachala Upari and the mountains of Seshadri hills. Pratak cha Sishyanam Pratak Tirtam Akarayate. As he stayed there, he created 2 Pushkarinis, one for himself and one for the disciples, his encampment. And so 2 Pushkarinis were created and they were filled with the waters of Viraja river. Tata Swaspratakvene Swamitva Viraja Nadim. So he bought both Pushkarinis were filled with the Viraja river, which is a heavenly waters. So Anan Yatra Mahatirtham Stanapanaya Chakarod. So he used that Swami Pushkarini, which he built for himself for his Snanapana activities. Ananyatra Mahatirtham Snanapanaya Chakarot Swa Vivaha Sanitu Swatirthaya Varam Dadau. So his marriage was completed. When Venkateswara got married to Mahalakshmi. And then at the end, he blessed that Swami Pushkarini as follows. Swavivaha vasanitu swatirthaya varam dadau yotra यस्या नरस्नानाय स्वामी पुष्करिणी जले सर्वान् कामानसो भुङ्क्त्वा विष्णुलोकं स गच्छति. Whoever takes bath in this Swami Pushkarini jale narasnanaya. So whoever takes bath, whichever human being, they take bath in this river, this Swami Pushkarini, sarvan kamanaso bhuktva, whatever their desires, those desires will be fulfilled, and then Vishnu Lokam Sagachati, they will obtain Vaikuntha Padam. This way he blessed this, who Sriman Narayana blessed the Swami Pushkarini. So that is the story of the Swami Pushkarini. Evam varena sampannam tirtham tatra prakasate. So we have come to the northeast direction. Now we have to continue to go towards the southwest direction, because that will complete the circle. So तत्तीर्थस्य अग्निदिग्भागे पूर्वतत्प्रमाणतः प्रागुर्पूर्वजलधि पुण्यस्तत्र वर्तते. एतत् चतुर्दिग्मध्यस्थे पुराट्तोड्डीरभूवच दक्षिणपालिनी देश तस्मात् तुण्डीरमण्डलम्. So if you proceed further and continue and complete the circle in Purva Sindhu. So you started with Purva Sindhu. You've proceeded about 70 miles in the southwest direction, and then you proceeded another 80 miles in the northwest direction, and another 70 miles in the northwest direction, and then another 80 miles in the northeast direction. And again, what does he say? Tattirtha Agni Digbhage Purvatat Pramanatah. So similar to what we did before, we proceed another 70 or 80 miles and complete the circle and reach the Purva Sindhu again. The total distance traveled is about 270 to 80 miles, which is the outer circumference of Kanchipuram. Together, this entire distance, which is surrounded by the circle of having a circumference of 280 miles, that used to be called Tundira Mandalam. Pragvat Purva Jahadi Punyatatra Vartate Etat Chatur Digmachiste Pura Tundira Bhuvaja. It was ruled by Tundira kings, and so it was called Tundira Mandalam. See, that place was very well managed. So Dharmena Palito, very king was administering the kingdom in a very righteous way, and that whole place was called Tundira Mandalam. Dharmena Palatesha Tasma Tundira Mandalam. So we finished the outer circumference. Now we have to go to the second circumference, which is a little bit inside. Roughly, you draw another circle with a radius about 10 miles or less. Okay, so Pragurukta Purva Janade Paschimet Ekayojana is what? Roughly 9 to 10 miles, right? So Pragurukta Purva Jalade means the Purva Sindhu, which we described previously. From that place, you go inwards for a distance of about 10 miles. Mahabalipuram Tatra Balina Parikalpitam. So you will reach. So you will have to proceed in a southwest direction from the Purva Sindhu interior into the country. Then you will come to this place, Mahabalipuram. Perhaps Mahabalipuram was built not exactly on the sea on those days, perhaps, I don't know. So Mahabalipuram Tatra Balina Parikalpitam Balistatra Purashambum Samaradhya Sriyanvitahe Tasya Kshetrasya Nirudhyam Panchayojana Matradahe. So we'll first finish the Mahabalipuram. So this place, Mahabalipuram, was established by Mahabali. So Mahabali, Balistatra Purashambum, that in that place, Mahabalipuram, having established the town Mahabalipuram by the king Mahabali, he Pura Shambhum Samaradhya. He worshipped the Lord Shiva in that place. Shriya Anvitaha. So he obtained a lot of wealth and kingdom by praying to Parameshwara in the town, Mahabalipuram. So Balistatra Pura Shambhum Samaradhya Shriya Anvitaha. He obtained a lot of wealth. He became very rich, and he became a big king. तस्य क्षेत्रस्य नैऋत्यां पञ्चयोजनमात्रतः देवकीपत्तनं स्वास्ते पुरा उग्रसेनकः समाराध्य हरं तत्र कुमारी रत्नमापि सह तस्मात् देवकी जन्म भूतलं देवकीपुरम्. So as you proceed about 50 in the same way, from Mahabalipuram you proceed northwest along a circular route, and you about what do they say, from Panchayojana Matra, about 50 miles, because it's an inner circle, so the circumference becomes less. Now around 50 miles if you travel, you will reach a place called Devaki Patnam. It was called as Devaki Patnam because the king, whoever was the king Ugrasena, was ruling that place. He Samaradhya Haram Tatra Kumari Ratnamapasha. So he prayed to Haram. So Parameshwara Samaradhya Haram Tatra Kumari Ratnamapasha. He got a daughter, and because he was blessed with a daughter through the blessings of Parameshwara, that place he was named Devaki Patnam. The girl was Devaki. So Devaki Patnam. So Tasmat Devaki Janma Bhutalam Devaki Puram. So it was called Devaki Patnam or Devaki Puram. So that is this south west direction of Mahabalipuram. Then you continue the journey along the circle. What happened? Tasya Vayavya Digbage Purva Tatra Pramanatha Virinchi Nama Nagari Rambartam Brahmana Krita Puraramba Haram Pujye Chakrasyati Priya Hyabhut Tasye. Okay, so we proceed Purvatat Pramanatah. That means what the same distance as explained before, which is 50 miles. You proceed along the northwest, Vayavya Digbage, along the northwest direction. You will come to a place called Virinchipuram. So Virinchi is Brahma. Virinchi Nama Nagari Rambartham Brahmana. That place was established by Brahma for one of the Apsaras, the Ramba. And why did he establish that? Pura Ramba Haram Pujya Shakrasyati Priyahi Bodh. So that Brahma established that town from where Ramba would be asked to pray to Parameshwara so that she can obtain the favor of Indra. That was her wish. So Brahma blessed her with that wish, and he said that in this place, Virinchipuram, you will sit and you will pray to Parameshwara, and your desire to obtain Chakra, Indra, will be fulfilled. In this way, he blessed her. So that place is called Virinchipuram. So now, Purva Sindhu, then Mahabalipuram, we came in Mahabalipuram. From Mahabalipuram, we came to Devaki Patnam, and Devaki Patnam, we have come to Virinchipuram, or the northeast direction. Now we have to complete the circle by proceeding along the northeast direction. Tasya cha Aishanya Digbhage Purvatatra Pramanatah Puri Nagala Vipapana Spadasida. So you proceed in the northeast direction, and you will reach a place called Nagalapura. So, okay. Nagahalabhikya. Nowadays we call it Nagalapuram. It is called Nagahalapuram. So, Tasya Chaishanya Digbhage Purvatat Pramanatah Puri Nagahalabhikya Visha Padayitha. It is called Nagahalapuram because that is the place where Parameshwara, he took the Hala Visham and it was stuck in his throat. So Nagahala, so Nagahalabram, so Tatpadayita, Pura Tatra Mahadevam, Samaradhya Kilaiswaraihi, Jagat Samsara Garanam, Mahesha Yarpanam Kritam. So that got its name Nagahalabram, because when the Devas were praying and then they were, the Kshirapti Manthanam was taking place, the Halavisham which came out, Shiva took it. You all know that story, that this was the place. So, Pura Tatra Mahadevam Samaradhya Kilaishwaraihi Jagat Samsara Garalam Mahesha Yarpanam Kritam. So, that is the place, Nagahalabram, which nowadays is called Nagalabram, which is on the way to Tirupati from Chennai. So, now the Mahabalipuram, then we came to Devakipatnam, then from Devakipatnam we came to Virinchipuram, and Virinchipuram with same the Purvatat Pramanatah. So again 50 miles, we came to Nagahalapram. Now we will complete the circle at Mahabalipuram. So that is the second inner circle, which is roughly 200 miles circumference. Okay, 4 times 50, 200 miles. Pura Tatra Mahadevam Samaradhya Kilaiswarehi Jagat Samsara Garalam Nageshayarpanam Kritam Tadesha. Okay, now having done that, so you have to proceed in the southeast direction. Tat Agne Disha Kone Purva Tat Pramanatah Mahabalipuram Tatra Pragut Kshetram Uttamam. So you complete the circle back again at Mahabalipuram by traveling in the southwest, right? So you will complete the circle, and that is the second round. So the first round was starting Purva Sindhu, and then we was a 300-mile circle. Now we have completed the second circle, which is 200 miles. Now we have to proceed further inwards to complete the third circle. Okay. Yedat Chaturdig Madhyastam Purvasaila Tanubhavaha Tapasa Shobhitam Apadvanam Echa Tapovanam. So if you proceed further inwards, and for a distance of, I think, how many miles? 5 miles, I think, and you will come to the place Tapovanam, okay, and Tapovanam Pachimetu Balishasya Yojanatrayamatrataha Triveni Sanganagadi Rajate Tatra Vipra Dadau Hasti Swabhaptaya Triveni Snanajam Valam Tasya Nairu. Okay, so there is a Triveni Sangamam, Triveni Sangamapuram. So from after Tapovanam, you proceed what? Southwest direction, Yojanatraya Matradha. So you have to proceed 30 miles, and once you proceed 30 miles, you will reach a place called Triveni Sanganagari. So that place is called Triveni Sangam, and you will reach that place, Triveni Sanganagari Rajate Tatra Vaipura. So that very well established place. Dadau Hasti Swabhaktaya Hari Swabhaktaya Triveni Snana Jampalam. So there's a lake there, and that lake Triveni Sangamam. So there, if you take bath, according to Mahavishnu blessed his devotees, that if somebody takes bath here, Triveni Snanajam, they will get the same benefit as having taken bath in Prayag, in Allahabad, where the 3 rivers, the Ganga, Yamuna, and Saraswati merge, and that which is supposed to be a very sacred place. So the same benefit, same punyam, you will get by taking bath in the Triveni Sangama lake, which is in the near Kanchipuram. So Pachimetu Balishasya Yojana Trayamatrataha Triveni Sanganagari Rajate Tatra Vaipura Tato Hariswabhaktaya Triveni Snanajam Palam Tasya Neruti Digbhage Sapade Chaika Yochane. So you proceed Sapade. So about 1.25, right? So Sapadecha Eka. So plus that is 1.25 yojanas, which is about 15 miles. This circle is now getting smaller and smaller. You proceed 15 miles in the northwest direction. Kshetram Vyagravana Vikhyam Vyagrapadaya Vipra Maheshastandavam Krutva Vartate Satsvapatihi. So when you go for this, proceed further from the Triveni Sangamam on the northwest direction, northeast direction, no, northwest direction, you get to this Vyagravanam. Vyagram is tiger. Vyagravanabhikyam. Vyagrapadaya Vaipura. So in order to bless the Vyagrapada Muni, Parameshwara, Mahesh's Tandavam Krutva. So Parameshwara performed his Tandavam to bless Vyagrapada Muni. So in that place, Mahesh's Tandavam Krutva, Vartade Sabhapatihi. That Parameshwara, he performed the Tandavam in order to bless the Vyagrapada Muni. Therefore, that place is called Vyagravanam. So that place is called Vyagravanam. So that is the inner circle. So we started with Tapovanam, then we came to Triveni Sangamam, and after Triveni Sangamam, we come to this Vyagravanam. Then continue. Tasya Vaya Vedic Bhage Urvatat Pramantahem Kshirabdi Nagari Tatra Swabhaktaya Pura Hari Yata Dugdharnave Vishnu Tata Sannidhyamathanod. So you come to the Kshirabdi Nagari. Kshirabdi is the Palar. So Kshirabdi Nagari. That place is it's called Kshirabdi Nagari. Tada Swabhaktaya Purahari Yatha Dugdharnave Dugdha Arnave Vishnu Tata Sannidhyamathanod. So the devotee got the darshan of Mahavishnu in that place in the Kshetrasagra of the same darshan. Where in the Kshetrasagra, where Mahavishnu was lying on Adisesha, the same appearance Mahavishnu produced to satisfy the Bhakta. So that place is called Kshirabdi Nagari. So that is the fourth town. So then we proceed further along the same circumference. What do we have? Tasya, Shankar. No, it should be Nairuti, but Shankar Digbhage Purvatat Pramanadha Nandi Ganga Puri Tatra Chandalaya Purahara Trishti Mukyas Vishyasche Gangam Kritva Panchamam. So in that place, Nandi Ganga, it is called Nandi Ganga Puri because that in that place, in order to help the Chandala to take bath in the Ganges, which he could not do in Kashi, Krishna Parameshwara created the river, so Nandi Ganga, and Nandi Ganga Puri Tatra Chandalaya Purahara Krishim Mukhya Vrishasya Krishi Mukhya Vrishasya. So Vrishas is the Vrishabha, which is the Nandi. So right, Krishi. So in the river Ganga, was made to flow through the mouth of the Nandi, and that is why it is called Nandi Ganga. Okay, Vrishasya. So Krishi Mukhya. Okay, so from out of the face of Nandi, that Ganga came out in order to have blessed the Chandala to be able Panchamam. Panchamam is the Chandala. We all know that. So Panchamam, Gangam Kritva. So in order to help him to take bath in Ganges, this river was produced, and the river flew out of the face of Nandi. Therefore, it was called Nandi Ganga. Snapayitva Swabhavanam Datta Tatra Shankara. Having there, the Chandala took bath in the river, and then what he obtained moksham and Swabhavanam. So the Swabhavanam, Parameshwara's Bhavanam is Kailasa. So he obtained the Kailasa Padam, and so Swabhayitva Swabhavanam Datta Tattavam Tatra Shankara. So that is the story of the Nandi Ganga river and the place Nandi Gangapuram. And then Tasya cha Agni Digbhage Purva Pramanatah Triveni Sanganagri Pragupta Tatra Vartate. So we already described the Triveni Sangam. So we reach back there. So Triveni Sanganagri Pragupta Tatra Vartate. Yetat Chaturdig Madhyasta Pura Padmasanena Bhu. Pura Padmasanena Bhu. Krita Krita Shalam Aswamedardam Brahmashalati Vishwatha. So in that place, Triveni Sanganagari, and there was in that place they ate the Padmasanena to Padmasanena Bhuhu Kritashalam Aswamedartam Brahmashala iti Vishwatha. So there was an Aswamedha Yagam was performed in that town, which is not very relevant now. Now we continue. So we have finished the third circle also. Now we come to the central part. And what are the kshetras in the central part, in and around the Kamakshi temple? That's going to be described. So we have finished the third circle also. Now come to Panchalika Kanyika, Panchalika Durga is going to be described, which is a very close in the inner circle, just one mile or one, from the Kanchi Kshetra, Kamakshi Kshetram. So Pragukta Tatra Tatrivenyastu Pachime Chaika Yojane. So sorry, not 1 mile, 10 miles. So Pragukta Trivenyastu Trivenyastu. So the Triveni Sanganagari having reached, we proceed inwards by another 10 miles, and there Pragukta Trivenyastu Paschimecha Ekayojane Aste Panchalika Durga Harikshetra Nivasini. So there is a town place called temple called Panchalika Durga temple, and it is made with the Amsham of Mahavishnu. So Harikshetra Nivasini Yojanam Pandithai Bhuktam षट् षट्युत्तर शतांशकं षष्ट्युत्तर शतांशकं. That is what Shata is 100, Shashtyutram is 60. So 1 by 1/60th, 1 by 1/160th of a yojana. That means like 10 by 160, which is roughly 1 by 16 miles. It is roughly half a mile, let us say half a mile, or 1 by 16 of a mile. Okay. Aste Panchalika Durga Harikshetra Nivasini Yojanam Pandithai Proktam Shashtichuttara Shatamshakam Tasyastu Paschime Bhage Ekashityam Samatratah. So now the places are getting very, very close to each other. So that 1 by 16 of a mile is the Panchali Durga Kshetram. And from there you proceed a little bit further. So that they say that what Ekashit Amshamatratah. Ekashi means what? She is 80. Ekashi is 81. So 1 by 81 of a yojana, which is once again half a mile or 1/4 mile. Tasyastu Paschime Bhage, on the west side, Ekashityam Samatratah Kanyakesha iti Kyatho Kanyakeshi Swaras Kyatho Vartate Tatra Shankaraha. There is a Shiva temple. That Shiva temple was called Kanyaka Ishwara. Kanyakesha iti Kyatho Vartate Tatra Shankaraha. Tasya cha Uttara Digbhage Ekapanchasadam Sadaha. 1 by 50. Panchasata is 1 by 51. So 1 by 51 of a yojana. So take it as half mile. Tasya cha Uttara Digbhage Ekapanchasadastratha Tatra Svetakyo. So there is a Mahavishnu temple that used to be there. That Mahavishnu temple, it was called Svetakya. Sweta is white, right? Sweta Akyako Vishnu's Surya Pushkarani Thade. So there is a Surya Pushkarani there in that near the temple, which is on the Uttara Digbhage of the Kanyakeswara temple. And then Tasya Vayavadigbhage Bhati Saptadashamsatah Kshetrangiti Mahadurga Chandra Pushkarini Tade. So you proceed little further. You came to the Kshetrangi temple. Kshetrangi is once again a Durga temple. So many temples so far. Panchalika Durga, Kanikesh Durga, then Kanikeshwara Parameshwara, then Svetakya Mahavishnu temple, and then you also have Kshetrangi Durga, which is another temple there. Tasya Agnigojre Rajan Ekapanchasadam Satah Mahapanchalika Durga Pragupta Tatra Vartade. So you come back, we continue in the same direction, you'll come to the Panchalika Durga. So we started with Panchalika Durga, then you came to Kanikesha, then you came to Shvetakya, then you came to this Kshetrangi. So once again, they completed a circle. These are the temples surrounding the Kamakshi temple. So Mahapanchalika Durga Pragupta Tatra Vartate Etat Chaturdig Madhyastam Kanchi Kshetram Nrupottama. So the story, as you know, if you remember, is being told to the king Suratha by Markandeya. So he says, Nrupottama, hey king, this is the way the Kanchi city was the location of Kanchi city and the temples in and around Kanchipuram. So, Yetat Chaturdig Madhyastam Kanchi Kshetram Rupottame Prithivya Goswarupaya Yat Kanchi Stanatham Gatam. So, if you assume that the Prithvi is like a mother cow, this place is the what Kanchi means like the Hinabisthanam or the central place where people wear the Kanchi is the Odhyanam, right? So this says that if you assume that the Prithvi is the go, this will be the Nabisthanam or the Odhyanasthanam of that Prithvi. So Prithivya Goswarupaya Yat Kanchi Sthanatham Gatam Tasmat Kshetram Idam Punyam Kanchi Kshetram Prajakshate. So see, that is the reason this place used to be called Kanchi Kshetram. Okay, so we already said it is the Kamaraja Peetam or the Kama Peetam, and it is now called Kanchi Kshetram because it was in the center of the earth, where the Odhyana place where Odhyanam is born, or the Kanchi is born. Therefore, it is called Kanchi Kshetram. Tasmat Kshetram Idam Punyam Kanchi Kshetram Prajakshate. So now you already saw that there is a Vishnu Kshetram, there is a Durga Kshetram, there is a Shiva Kshetram also. So what he's saying, Vishnunad Adhishtidam Kshetram Shiva Sanidhyakarakam. In this Kanchipuram, there is Mahavishnu also, and Parameshwara also. Vishnuna, Adhishtidam means to be taking a permanent abode, which we saw in Lalita Upakyanam, that under the directions, under the request from Brahma, Mahavishnu agreed to come and be stationed permanently in Kanchipuram, and Parameshwara also agreed to come and stay there permanently. So the same concept is being repeated here, which they say, Vishnuna Adhishtidam Kshetram Shiva Sannidhya Karakam. And for this reason, Mahashakti Prabhavadyam Shakti Pradhanya Vaibhava. So Shakti is the Pradhanyam, Sri Kamakshi, who is none else other than Sri Lalita. So that she is the presiding deity of the town. So Shakti Pradhanya Vaibhavat. Shakti Pradhanya Vaibhavat. And in addition to Shakti, Sri Kamakshi, Sri Shiva Sannidhya Karakam and Vishnunath Adhishtidam. So Mahashakti Prabhavadyam Shakti Pradhanya Vaibhavat Vinasha Rahitam Kshetram. There's no Vinasha Rahitam. So there is at no point of time it will be subject to any destruction. Vinasha Rahitam Tasmat Satyavrata Akyakam. So for those of you who are not familiar with the Swastika Ashram of Sri Kanchi Kamakoti, we say that so what is that? So we call Kanchipuram as Tasmat Satyavrata Namangita. That's what we say in Swastivachanam. So Satyavrata Akyavam. So this place is called Satyavratam. Then Sarit Shailalayang Kshetram Bhaskara Sanjanam. So it is full of, so what are there? There are holy rivers there. There is a hill, then Charit, Shaila, Alaya, Ankaisha. So the temples are there, hills are there, holy rivers are there. With all these things being there, this place was created by Bhaskara Sanchikam. So it was worshipped by Bhaskara also. Therefore, it is called Bhaskara Kshetram. Kanchipuram is also called Bhaskara Kshetram. Then Bila Vriksha Vimanangaihi Kshetram Kshetram Taijasamuddhare. It is very, very sacred, very blessed Kshetram. What all are there? Bila Vriksha Vimanangaihi. So Bilam is the Ambar's place, which is the Biladwaratul. She is there. And then the Vriksha, which is the Ekamra Vriksham, which is the Bila Vriksha Vimanankai. That is Mahavishnu's place. So Bila Vriksha Vimanankai Kshetram Taijasam Uchyate. It is very, very blessed Kshetram, very powerful place. So Bila Vriksha Vimanankai Kshetram Taijasam Uchyate. Shivasakyatmakam Kshetram Tata Hariharatmakam. So in addition to Ambar's blessings, that place is also blessed by Shiva Shakti Atmakam. So both Shiva and Ambar are there. Shiva Shakti Atmakam Kshetram Harihara Atmakam Harihara Atmakam. So both Mahavishnu and Shiva are there. Yam is Yatma Shakti Mahamaya Sa Maya Sogane Dita Vishnu Shakti Tabhavyam Triguna Ekadasa Tatra Pavartade Devi Saguna Trividahatmika. So there the Ambar shows our presence herself both in her Nirguna Swarupam and also in Saguna Swarupam. So that one we have to describe as we go to the 9th chapter. How she appears there in her Nirguna Swarupam, how she appears there in Saguna Swarupam, we will see in the 9th chapter. So Vishnu Shakti iti bhavabhyam, Vishnu Shakti iti bhavabhyam, Nirguna Ekadachaha, Tatra Pavartade Devi, Saguna Trividatmika, Tasmat Sa Mahakshetre, Shunya Stri Pumsa Abedataha. So it's everybody lives, with equal importance. There is no difference between women and men in terms of who is better, right? So Trividatmaka Rupadyam Kshetram Shakta Achyutam Nirmalam Sthanam Sada Sadhu Janamritam. So with such a sacred place, it is Achyutam, it is Nirmalam. So no destruction, no Nirmalam, no blemish. So Achyutam Nirmalam Sthanam Sada Sadhu Janamritam. So permanently all these sadhus, they prefer to live in that town. Sadhu Janamritam Kailaso Picha Vaikuntam Adisri Puramandiram. So all the three modes are there, right? Kailasapi, then Vaikuntabi, Sri Puramabi. So all the three important deities are there. So Kailaso Picha Vaikuntam Madi Sri Puramandiram. Bhumo Tatraiva Lakshante Nanyashchetre Kathatane. There is no other place on earth which is as sacred as Kanchipuram. Bhumo Tatraiva Lakshante Nanyakshetre Katachane. Suradrumascha Tarvo Ganga Tirtham Payokilam. Suradrumascha, it's a tree Kalpaka Vriksham. Suradrumam. So they will have a tree which is Kalpaka Vriksham. Suradrumascha Taravo Ganga Tirtham Payokilam. So because Nandi Ganga is there is Ganges also is there. The Kalpaka Vriksham is also there in this Raja Pavanakrit Tatra Vata Papa Hara Ankushaha. So it is blessed by sun also. So it is Bhaskara Kshetram. In this way, it is a very blessed Kshetram. Yatra yatra sura siddha rishayo moksha kamshinah kanchya madhyapite sarve ashite divya. Because of its such a powerful place, yatra yatra sura siddha, whoever wants anything, yatra yatra sura siddhaha rishayoho moksha kamshinah, whoever wants moksham. Kanchipuram is called Mokshapuri, which Pariva says all the time, Mokshapuri. It is called Mokshapuri because of this reason only. So all the Siddhas, all the Rishis, whoever wants moksham, so Kancha Madhyapite Sve Ashite Divya Tejasa. Because of the power of Kanchipuram, once they come and live in Kanchipuram, they are able to get moksham. Yatra yatra sura siddhaha rishayoho moksha kamshinah kanchya madhyavite sarve hyasite divya tejasa. Tasmat divya janastanam tat kanchi nagaram rupa mahapunya pradam kshetram kshetrasyasya prabhavadah yavat tundirabhurtam tavat kanchi thalam smrtam. So this is the importance of Kanchipuram, which was described by Markandeya to Surata. Okay, so with that we will conclude today, and then in the next class we will go to describe the story of Kshiranadi or Palar, so Kshiranadi, and then we will describe the story of how Brahma was blessed after he became jealous of Subramanya. Those two stories will continue in the next class. Okay, because we'll see you next week. Om Sri Gaurana Vigraham Trinayanam Manikyamaulit Purathara Nayaka Shekaram Smitamukim Apinavakshoruham Panibhyam Malipurna Rakchachakam Raktotpalam Pibrathim Saubhyam Raktagatasthara Charanam Jagit Paramambikam. Namaskaram. See you all next week. Namaskaram.
Thank you,
Namaskar.
Brahma. Welcome.
Karama.